G'day, I'm Dan from Certified Energy Solutions. Today's module we're going to show you how to control the gateway device on your home or business to be able to disconnect from the grid. Now this might be a really handy feature if you've got really bad electrical storm coming through and you're worried about potential inrushes of current or surges from the grid itself if a power line or a transformer is hit by lightning. So with my personal system, which we can see behind me, quite often if there's a really bad electrical storm coming through and I'm worried about that scenario, I will actually go in and disconnect my system to ride through the storm and then return to normal operation after the fact. So to do this level of control, all we need to do on the screen is basically look at our home screen here, click on the gateway device, and then we've got our gateway here, and we can see right now inverter side, so this is showing what the inverter is putting out, our voltage and our hertz, and we can also see this is what the grid is putting into the property, so this is grid side information. Really handy data if you're getting high voltage issues or even brownout issues. We can identify those problems with this live ticker down the bottom here telling us what's going on. Now to disconnect the home, it's as simple as basically go off grid and then hitting that button. Now this will obviously only work if you have a gateway device installed with your SIGen store system or if you've got the new Neo, which is coming out shortly. So if we go back now to our home, we'll see up the top here it'll go from normal to off grid, and it's just made that change right now. So this is the same screen that's going to pop up if you have a grid loss scenario in a blackout, and what it'll do, it'll give you a quick little kind of update on what your battery capacity is sitting at. So we can see I'm at 66.6% right now, and we've got about blank hours remaining. This is obviously going to keep changing as our load within the home keeps running. So we can refresh that as well and force it, and you can see that there. Now, this red section here, if it was a nighttime blackout and there was no solar being generated within that home or business, this will actually tell us at the current rate of draw of 4,300 watts, 4.3 kilowatts, we've got X amount of hours or days, dependent on how many batteries you have in the stack. So that'll continuously update at the top here. We can see my solar's just jumped up, so obviously the overcast clouds just separated a little bit. And we can also see down the bottom here, my SIG energy system is actually taking charge at 4,700 watts, it's flowing into the battery, and then that extra solar is going directly to the loads inside the house. Now this is really important if you've got a smart port integrated within your design and your electric hot water system is running on a schedule. Keep in mind that obviously if your hot water system runs and it's drawing 3,500 watts in a blackout condition, that's going to be gobbling up your battery capacity, especially if you've got it running at night. So for us to kind of turn that off, we can see I've got my smart home device here. You can see the hot water system is pulling 3.2 kilowatts. All we need to do is go into our inverter, down to our hot water, turn it off the schedule, go to enable manual control, right? Do you want to power on the device? Well, it's already powered on, so we won't even worry about that. But if we go back now, we can turn that device off and go confirm. So you can see that 3.14 kilowatts of usage will actually drop off in a second. And we can see this back on our home screen. If I force refresh that, you can see my load's now dropped down to 1,000 watts. So now I'm being self-consuming my solar, I'm charging the battery system, I'm not taking it from the capacity itself, so that battery capacity is going to last longer through that blackout. So really important if you've got a smart home device configured through the system, that hot water, hopefully SIG Energy automate that, so when you go off-grid mode, it maybe pops up with a notification saying, do you really need to run this device at 3,500 watts in a blackout? But for now, it's a manual control integration only. Now, you'll also receive a notification whenever this changes from normal on-grid to normal off-grid through your mobile phone device, which was covered in the previous settings and notifications module of this course. So there's your level of control. We're going to switch it back now because the storm's passed and we've got clear skies, so we're not too stressed about it. Again, we can click our gateway, we can go reconnect and connect. And then this takes a little bit longer and you will hear a click or a clunk in the gateway, same as when it disconnects. That's the relay contactor basically enabling itself through that process. And we can see we've gone back to on-grid mode now. And if we go back, refresh our screen, normal on-grid, and you can see the grid's popped up back here. It's doing nothing at the moment. You might sometimes see a little bit of grid usage when you re-enable that system. That's perfectly normal because it's just trying to work out, see that there, what's going on with the power flow inside the property again. More importantly, remember to go back into your device, go to your hot water system and resume your schedule if you have it set up on a schedule control level. So we can see rear deck hot water system is auto enabled. That's use level control through that software package. Hope you found it informative. Next module, we'll go over generator integration control.